All right, Kelpy the P,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Glad to have you back.
Glad to be back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the first interview did crazy numbers. I wasn't expecting it, man. I'm not going to lie. Did over, what are we at, like 140,000
Something like that,
now?
bro. It's been going up, though. Last time I checked, it was right around that mark, yeah.
Yeah, killing it. And, I mean, you know, you obviously got your millions of views.
Oh, yeah.
From No Jumper, you know,
going up too,
shit
yeah.
you've been doing there.
Yeah, even my channel's actually doing pretty well right now. I think I got like almost 400K on my top video on my YouTube channel, so it's all going up, you know, just trying to get to the bag.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Well, I just probably thought we'd kind of start from where we left off last time,
Most
man.
definitely,
I mean,
yeah.
Might as well get into the biggest news. You know, I know you already kind of touched on it, but you know, we'll touch on it and we'll kind of go over some different things that, you know what I'm saying, might have not been asked before. So,
got you, yeah.
You know, you went on No Jumper the first time, Sharp and Suspect. They were really hard on you. You know, disrespectful, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pretty rough on you, man. And so you leave there, you know, you do my show, you do some other shows, and then they bring you back.
Yeah. They brought me back. They wanted a part 2, so.
But this time just with Adam.
Yeah.
Adam and Sharp. And now, so what is your mind frame going into this next interview?
My mind frame was like, oh, it's just going to be an interview with Adam. And then I found out that Suspect was going to be there doing it too. And I kind of like done my homework and sort of figured out who he was. And so I was just like, oh, well, this is going to be interesting because Adam's going to be like kind of just, you know, following both of us and kind of like trying to back up both sides, play both sides like he does a lot. And this Suspect dude, like I expected him to go off on me, and that's what happened, you know. Only I didn't expect him to go off on me physically until I actually got there and started like, you know what I'm saying, calling him a bitch and just kind of going off on him like that because he was disrespecting me. So I felt like I wasn't allowing myself to get walked all over again. And I just kind of, you know what I'm saying, started talking my shit.
So you get there and you were kind of already like ready, like you're going to be more aggressive this time.
Yeah, I already knew that he posted the last interview when they was being disrespectful, so obviously I'm gonna be disrespectful this time back if they're still treating me that way. You know, if they was on some like, oh, you cool, we seen what you've been doing type shit, I would have been cool, but it wasn't like that, you know. So what happened.
So you guys start going at it again.
Yeah.
Now, when he hits you, were you surprised that he hit you, or did you kind of expect, like, you called him a bitch, that he was kind of crossing a line by calling him a bitch?
Yeah, no, I most definitely knew when I said that there was going to be some type of conflict. In all honesty, though, I was just a little too faded. I was kind of, like, out of my mind on that Kratom shit. And at the same time, like, I wasn't really prepared. My reaction time was slow. But I expected a fight to kind of, like, follow me calling him a bitch and just that energy the whole time. Just wasn't ready for it physically, I guess.
Okay, so do you feel like he was wrong for hitting you?
No, I don't think so. Not at all. I mean, I feel like if you call another man a bitch, then you should stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, get down with that person, whether it's there or whether it's, you know, a couple minutes afterward after the show. I feel like he was wrong for doing it on the podcast. But at the same time, like, you know, everybody handles their business differently. I can't hate on him for doing it the way he did. I'm just saying I might not have handled it that way, you know.
So you felt like he should have just called you out and you guys should have just went outside and handled it?
I feel like that's how I would have done it, so that's how I think he should have done it. But like I said, everyone does it differently. I can't really hate on another man for, you know what I'm saying, having a different mindset on how they're going to go about a beef or go about some disrespect, you know.
So the shit goes down.
Yeah.
You know, he punches you. And I believe I hear you still call him a bitch after they pull him off you.
Yeah, and I felt like that was well-deserved because he spit on me, and that's some female shit. So he's showing some female tendencies. I'm going to stand on calling him a bitch because he was acting like one. So, and that still stands, you know. I called him out several times after that. I'm not really doing it no more just because I'm trying to get my own money and not focus on the internet beef, not give him no more clout. But, you know, I called him out. He declined a boxing match. He declined a squabble, you know what I'm saying? So kind of just stands on, yeah, he kind of did act like a bitch. He kind of is still acting like a bitch, so I'm going to call him a bitch, you know.
What do you think will happen if you guys were to run into each other?
If we run into each other, I'm going to catch him, but I don't know where. You know, he's in a different bracket than I am, and he's cool with No Jumper. He's working there. When I pull up to No Jumper, the security's kind of like making sure we're not in the same room. We both got people on us, kind of keeping us separate. So, I don't know. I'm basically going to have to catch him in the streets, and I'm not looking for that, but if it happens, it happens, you know.
Okay. All right. So the fight goes down.
Yeah.
Now, I think everybody kind of knows about it, but it's not really being put out into the public. You know what I'm saying? Like people know about it if you're like really following what's going on. Like I think you kind of spoke up on it a little bit on your channel, but you know, it's being kept quiet, man. You know, because I want to say they were worried that you might sue them. They
was hella worried that I was finna sue them. They was especially Adam. He was tripping as soon as it happened, and I called him a bitch and all that. Suspect dipped. They really started like saying, oh, we got to keep this quiet. Like, Kelpy, like, don't say nothing about this. We're not going to drop it. You can't drop anything about it. Like, we got to keep this quiet. And I didn't really understand that. I was like, bro, it happened. It happened. This is going to be good clout for both of us. I don't understand why y'all are doing this. But then I realized they had ulterior motives. And their ulterior motives were, they were worried that I was going to sue, and they wanted to settle out of court. And knowing that I didn't know shit about the industry or what this kind of money should be like, they just ripped me off, basically. And I signed to a contract that I regret signing, but it is what it is, you know. You fuck up and you sign a bad contract, you can't really get out of it until you know, do what's required of that contract and then just start going independent or start fucking with other people. And that's what I'm trying to do.
So you went in there and basically signed something agreeing not to sue them?
Yeah, I signed an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, and a little bit of money was promised, and I got, they had asked me to be on the show basically a few more times. And, you know what I'm saying, that's all still in the works right now. I did one more appearance after the fight, and the rest of that's all up in the air, but I haven't been paid yet, so, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, though. I signed that contract without
you signed an NDA, so you probably shouldn't be talking about this.
I mean, I shouldn't be talking about, like, suing them in court or nothing like that, but I'm not planning on suing them in court, so.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you signed the paperwork, you go back.
Yeah. I did, yeah.
Okay, and now you're back. You and Adam just you and Adam do it.
Yeah, just me and Adam. He ain't want nobody else on there, just in case of any fights breaking out or any like crazy shit happening. He just wanted to. I feel like he really wanted to hear my story and just get me one-on-one type shit. So we did that, and you know, like I respect that man for his hustle. He's definitely created a real big platform out here, and yeah, he had me on again. Just kind of kept it real, talked about my plans for the future and all that, and yeah, basically just talked, you know.
Okay, now, after it happened, some people might ask, why did you ever even go back to begin with or want to go back after something like that would happen?
Yeah. To be honest, like, I didn't really feel like running from it. I felt like that's a platform that I've followed for a little minute. So I felt like I can't blame the platform for what happened. I got to blame the person responsible for what happened. So I didn't stop messing with them, but at the same time, I was also signed to a contract. So it was kind of like, you're required to do this, essentially, you know.